Hi, I'm Ron Timmermans, one of the many hosts with the Florida Aviation Network, and today we're broadcasting live and in the clear from NBAA, the National Business Aviation Association, a big convention, business aviation convention and expo in Orlando, Florida. Welcome to our broadcast. Today we've got a special guest, Mr. Patrick Sniffen with Cirrus Aircraft. He is the Global Marketing Director for Cirrus Aircraft, and thank you very much for joining us today, and welcome to NBAA.
Well, thank you very much. We're so proud to be here.
Indeed you are, and behind us is a beautiful mock-up of the Cirrus Vision Jet, the G2 Plus, which is the latest model of Cirrus Vision Jet. Tell us a little bit about this aircraft and how do you expect it'll be used in industry, Patrick?
Sure. So this is the G2 Plus, and this is the third iteration of the Vision Jet. This one's really unique in that it has two safety systems, primarily the CAP safety system, for which Cirrus is known for, the Cirrus airframe parachute system, as well as Safe Return Auto Land, which is powered by Garmin. It allows the passenger to land the jet with the push of a button in the event that the flight crew or the pilot is incapacitated.
I see, but on this aircraft, one pilot or two pilot required?
It is a single pilot certified aircraft.
So people that wish to purchase their own Cirrus jet can buy this, learn how to fly it, get a type rating, and be the only pilot in the aircraft, or if it's purchased by a corporation for a Part 135 operation, again, one pilot is all that's needed. Is that correct?
Sure. It'd be depending on the operator's kind of, what their procedures are, but it is certified single pilot, single engine, so your efficiency is best in class, not only for fuel, but also for noise signature, as well as emissions. So it's a really capable aircraft, 2 up front plus 5 in the back. We like to say it's a 900-pound, 900 nautical aircraft.
So a couple of nines, 900 pounds, 900 miles, and get there in style and get there in fast, huh?
Absolutely. Flight level 310, pressurized cabin, as you can imagine, very quiet. You can literally take your headset off and have a conversation in the back, in flight.
Great. You mentioned the two safety systems that are evident in this airplane, the CAPS, C-A-P-S, Cirrus Airframe Parachute System, exactly. And that was marketed first in your original Cirrus GA airplanes, but in this one, you told me it's in the nose of the aircraft.
In the front nose compartment, just behind the radome.
Okay, very good. And so the parachute deploys and then somehow brings the aircraft down safely if the aircraft is somehow unable to do it on its own.
That is absolutely correct. So there's a series of webbing straps built into the fuselage so when the rocket deploys, those will also deploy at the same time, creating a canopy for the aircraft to come to rest on the ground.
Exactly. So I know you've had a lot of saves with the Cirrus GA aircraft. Any saves yet with the jet, or has that not been necessary?
We've had the first CAPS pull save here in Florida, about 10 miles from where we're standing right now. That happened about 2.5 weeks ago. All 3 occupants walked away safely.
Wow, what a wonderful track record, 1 for 1, and hopefully you don't have to use that very often, but if you do, we know that it works and it's a wonderful life-saving device. Tell us a little bit more about the auto land system. I know it's in this aircraft, but provided by Garmin, but if the pilot becomes incapacitated, the passenger merely pushes a button?
Yes, exactly. On the headliner on the inside, you'll see a red button, about 2 inches in diameter. The passenger literally can reach up, push the button. The aircraft will communicate with ATC. It'll choose the most appropriate runway to land on, avoiding weather and terrain, and it will auto brake when it lands, allowing the passengers to get out of the airplane safely.
That is just amazing. That has to be a great selling point for people and concerned about safety, as we all should be, of course, indeed. So you said earlier that this aircraft is specifically for, or it could be for Part 91 operations or for Part 135. So what is going to be your market, or are you marketing to both?
Yeah, absolutely. So at NBAA specifically, we're focused on Part 135 operators and Part 91 operators. Specifically on Part 91, this is a great complement to an existing fleet. So if you are flying 1 or 2 passengers, 800, 900, 1,000 miles, it makes a lot of sense to fly the Vision Jet and preserve your larger aircraft for those longer, more populated missions, if you will.
I see. So 3 or 4 passengers would be ideal for the Cirrus Vision Jet.
Yeah, that's correct.
And the speed of this aircraft?
About 300 knots at cruise at 310.
300 knots at 310, okay. Rough idea on the price?
So the price fully loaded is about $3.2 million.
Okay, so certainly competitive with, well, there really aren't that many jets at this size and this capability, so you're probably in a league by yourself.
Yeah, it's a very nice niche that we fill. And through continuous evolution of the aircraft, we see nothing but blue skies for it.
Great. What's next for Cirrus, even locally?
Well, we've got 2 locations that we're opening here in the Orlando Metroplex area. The first is at Orlando Executive at Sheltair. We have a sales facility as well as primary training for either your PPL or your IFR or even your commercial. And then down in Kissimmee, just a few miles away from here, we are opening or cutting the ribbon on our new factory service center.
A factory service center in Kissimmee, which is a suburb of Orlando, so that's very near us. So we'll see a lot more of Cirrus in this area, both at Orlando Executive near Sheltair and then at Kissimmee as well, so that'll be great.
It's fantastic. We're very proud to be here.
Indeed, and we're happy to have you here, of course, indeed. Are you, what's next for Cirrus beyond the Vision Jet? Anything new in the happening that we could know about, or is it all super secret?
You know, there's a super secret squirrel department that works at Cirrus. Nothing we can talk about at this time, but stay tuned for more.
Okay, stay tuned for more. So this has been Ron Timmermans and Patrick Sniffen with Cirrus Jet. And so we're broadcasting live and in the clear from the NBAA convention at Orlando, Florida. Thanks for joining us. We'll look for you again.